Y'all, it's your girl. And today I'm back with another video. I was thinking, I was doing some deep self-analysis. I was doing some deep self-introspection. Y'all know I'm all for it. And I came to the conclusion that, okay, let me backtrack. So, in my singleness, right? I've been single since December 2023. It's currently January 2026. And I was in a season where I felt like I am working on myself. I'm loving myself. I'm putting myself first. I am choosing me. I am celibate. I'm not worried about these girls. I'm putting myself first. I'm choosing me. X, Y, Z. Right? Okay, cool. Now, as I was looking back on my journals, on my journal entries, I came to the conclusion that the entire first year of me saying all that was bullshit. So the topic of today's video is basically you can be single and still be centered in relationships. Because a lot of times, it's people, but mainly it's women. When women say, I'm single, I'm celibate, I'm working on me, I'm choosing me, I'm loving me, X, Y, and Z, that shit be bullshit. And how do I know? Because that was me. I was bullshitting. I was saying I was putting myself first, but I wasn't fucking putting myself first. I wasn't focused on me, not truly, not fully, not deeply. I wasn't. I was single, but I was fully relationship centered. How can you be single and relationship centered, T? I'm finna tell you. Like, you know how when women are notorious for this too. Because, again, I only can speak on this shit that I know about because I've done this shit. Okay? So, when women break up with their significant other, 9 times out of 10, women glow up. Women go to the gym, they get in shape, they lose 50 pounds, they go back to school, they, boss up in their career, they get a new house, they get a new apartment, they get a new car, whatever the case may be, they really turn their life up, right? Which is good and it's beautiful and it's wonderful and it's splendid and it's, pleasing. But all those accomplishments, 97.9999999% of the time, it was not rooted in self. It was not rooted in, let me better me so I can feel better about me. Let me get in shape so I can walk past the mirror and I can smack my own ass. And I can go in my room and oil my body down and I can look in the mirror naked and I can admire my own body so I can feel good and feel healthy and feel vibrant in myself. Let me go to school so I can make some more money, so I can live a better life, so I can fulfill myself. Let me get a new apartment. Let me get a new car so I can, have a better experience and quality of life. That's 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10. It's not some. I mean, it's not all. It's some. 8 times out of 10, women are not doing that shit for them. They're doing that shit so I can upload a picture on Instagram so my ex can look at me and say, you know what? Damn, I fucked up. Damn, that bitch look good. Damn, man, I fumbled. I fumbled. You see it all the time. Why would I block you so you can miss this glow up? It's all revenge based. It's all let me do all this shit. Let me pour into me, even though it still benefits self, but it's not self-centered. You're not doing all these things to and for self. You're doing it for self. Let me not say that. You're doing it for self. I mean, you're doing it to self. Excuse me. You're doing all of these things and all of these improvements to self, but you're not doing it for self. You're doing it so someone else or the outside world can look at you and say, damn, okay, girl, you looking for a pat on your back from somebody else or the world or the collective, right? So, and like I said, I know this because I was doing that shit. I was doing that shit. That's how I can say that there should be some bullshit. So, the purpose of this video is to help you identify that, hey, I'm not doing this shit for me. I'm doing this shit for somebody else. I'm doing this shit for validation of self. I'm doing this shit so I can look like a certain way to the world, right? So, how to become centered in self and not in your singlehood, right? I'm talking to the single ladies. How to be centered in self while in your singlehood. How to be fully liberated and comfortable with self in your singlehood and not be so fixated on relationships while you're not in one, right? So the first step that I would say that I'm learning, that I have learned, that I have adopted is you must have a full life. You have to have a full life. You have to come up with things that you like to do, aka hobbies. You know, that could be pottery, that could be taking a pole class, that could be painting, that could be singing, that could be poetry, that could be running, that could be anything. I want you to come up with at least 3 hobbies, 2 hobbies. You know, it don't have to be nothing crazy. Maybe 2 hobbies. Let's say 2. Because, you know, this shit costs money and, you know, hey, we got to be reasonable around this motherfucker. We in a recession. Okay, so let's say 2 hobbies, right? Come up with 2 hobbies and I want you to pick something that you really enjoy and I want you to do that shit. Or maybe 1. It just depends on you. If you can do 2, do 2. But if you can only do 1, then pick 1. Do that. Do that and pick the hobby based on self. That's how you get centered in self. You analyze, what do I like to do? You have to ask yourself questions in the quiet. What do I like to do? What have I always wanted to do? What would fulfill self? What would help me? What would bring a smile to my face? Not what I feel like I can post on Instagram. Not what I feel like the world would want to see. Not what the fuck I told my ex I was going to motherfucking do and he gon' watch me motherfucking do it. No. Fuck that. The goal here is to center self. What I need, what I want, what I desire for my life, for my experience. What will make me happy? That's the goal. Fuck what it look like to the world. Fuck what it look like to your ex. Fuck what it look like to your family. Fuck what it look like to your children. This is about self. Something that you've always wanted to do that you've been putting off. Do it. Really create the necessary steps that you can fit that into your life. And when you do that, you're going to automatically feel fulfilled, right? For me, it was a pole class. You know, back in my younger days, I was like fixated on strippers. That's so funny to say out loud, but I am being honest. I loved the strippers, okay? I love the strippers. That was so fine. That was just so strong and so powerful and so confident and so sexy to me. So I was like, you know what? I'm not finna go be a stripper. Not that anything is wrong with strippers, but I'm not finna go do that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I will take a pole class. I took a pole class, fun shit. Fun shit. I realized, like, damn, these bitches are built for tough. You feel me? These bitches are strong. You feel me? But it was something that I wanted to do. It was something that I wanted to do. It was something that I had been wanting to do, and I did for nobody else but me. So I want you to make a conscious decision to pick something that you've been wanting to do and make it a hobby. Do it more than once. Do it once a week. Do it twice a month. You know, like whatever your budget can withstand, make a habit of doing a hobby that only you fuck with. It could be the weirdest shit ever. I don't know. Maybe you want to learn how to be a ventriloquist. Maybe you want to do that shit. I don't know. It could be anything, but you got to know self. So that's why I said get quiet and figure out something that you really want to do. Or maybe you're not a big hobby person. Maybe you like, you know what? I want to take a solo trip. I love being by myself. I don't want to have to ask nobody where you want to go, what you want to do, where you want to stay, what you want to eat, wherever the case may be. Maybe you feel like, you know what? I'm going to take a solo trip. I'm going to take 2 trips a year by myself and commit to taking 2 trips a year by yourself, solely for you, only for you. And I'm going to give you something that you can do that may be hard for some of you, or it may not. Don't post it. Don't let the world know that you're doing this shit. Don't post it on social media. You don't even gotta tell nobody about it. You can if you want, but don't post it on social media. Because it's not for the fucking world. It's for you and your fulfillment and your pleasure. Don't post it on social media, because who gives a fuck if the world sees it or not? I'm doing this for me so I can be happy, so I can smile. Right? That's how you know that I'm not doing this shit to be validated by nobody. I don't give a fuck if nobody see this shit, bitch. I know that I had a good time. Be in the moment. Don't worry about recording. Don't worry about letting people know that, see, I'm doing hobbies. See, I'm pouring into myself. See, you didn't stop shit. See, I'm loving me by doing this. No. No. Practice living in the moment. Fuck posting that shit on social media. Fuck that. Be authentic. Do that shit for you. Because let's be honest, most times when we post shit for social media, we just want people to see what the fuck we doing. So people can inquire. So people can say, oh, I see you been good. That's what I'm talking about, girl. That's what I'm talking about. You focused on you. Fuck her. Fuck him. You know? Fuck that. This solely for you. You feel me? Come up with a hobby. Next thing that I want you to do is I want you to take yourself on dates. Right? Don't wait for nobody to be good to you. Take yourself on dates. But I want you to be intentional. I want you to get dressed like they outside waiting on you. You feel me? Excuse me. I want you to get dressed. And I want you to put your perfume on. I want you to do your makeup. I want you to put on your outfit. I want you to get sexy. And go up to the counter and say, for one. And you know what I'm about to say? Don't put that shit on social media. Because let's be honest. And I'm talking to the women. I'm talking to the girls. We want to get wined and dined. We want to get taken out. We want to be shown off. We want to feel like the only girl in the world. So if you're in your singlehood and you're celebrating your sovereignty, right? You're not doing it for nobody else and you're not waiting on anybody else. Take yourself on a date. But I don't want you, don't half-ass it. Get fine as shit. Just like that dude outside. Get fine as shit just like that girl outside. You feel me? Really do that. Get your hair done. Get your nails done. Get your toes done. Get your lashes done. Put that shit on. Put your heels on. And go outside. And do that shit for you. For one, what that's going to do to the subconscious mind is going to say like, damn, I deserve nice shit. I don't need nobody to give me nothing. I don't need nobody. I don't need anyone in my life to gift myself the pleasures that I desire. Maybe it's not taking yourself out on a date. I'm just saying, you know what I like to do. I like to go out to nice restaurants. I like to fine dine. I like to go spend $150 on a meal for me. You know, it's just what I like to do. For you, it may be something else, but you know, that's back to what I said. That comes with self-analysis. That comes with introspection of self. Figure out what you like to do. It may you may not have to go out and spend $150 at a restaurant, you know. But whatever a date looks like to you that you will want somebody else to do for you, do that shit for yourself and don't post it on social media. Because like I said, every time you post things on social media, you are doing it so someone else can see. We're trying to get out of that. We're trying to train our brains to, you know what? Nobody got to see this shit because I'm here. I experienced it. I don't got to show the world. I don't have to prove to the world that I'm okay being single. No. Every time you take yourself out on a date, every time you go do your hobby, every time you don't post it and have to prove to social media and prove to someone else that you're happy, you're creating different neural pathways in your brain that says, I'm okay doing things by myself. I deserve self-pleasure. I deserve to make myself happy. And here's the catch. I can make myself happy because a lot of women feel like if they're single, they can't make themselves happy. A lot of women feel like their happiness comes from someone else. So every time you do these things, you are proving and rewiring your subconscious brain to see that, damn, I never needed nobody to experience these feelings. Let me tell you something that I discovered about myself. A lot of times I felt like I want to be in a relationship. Since I've been single, especially that first year, I told y'all I was on pure bullshit. That first year, I was like, damn, I wish I had somebody to make me feel beautiful. I wish I had somebody to take me out. I wish I had somebody to make me feel alive. I wish I had somebody to make me laugh. And I wish I had somebody to make me, you know what I'm saying? I want to have fun. I want to have fun. I wish I had somebody to, you know, do all these things with. I wish I had somebody to make me, you know, X, Y, and Z. I want to go on dates. I want to get cute. And it's like, I want to feel like a teammate. I want to feel like I have a teammate. I want to feel supported. I want to feel grounded. I want to feel like, you know, I have someone. And what I realized is a lot of times I was in relationships when they got too close to me, I felt like, damn, nigga, damn, give me some space. You too fucking close. Like, I'll see you tomorrow. Like, please. Like, please. And it's like, it's not necessarily the relationship that I always wanted. Not every time, but you know, sometimes it's not necessarily the relationship that I always wanted. It was the feelings that a relationship brought me. It's not the relationship that I wanted per se in some cases. It was the feelings that came behind the relationship. Feeling included, feeling passion, having fun, having laughter, having someone that I could call, having somebody call me beautiful, having somebody to, you know, make me feel all these googly, oogly feelings. When I realized, like, I can do this shit for myself. I don't need no bitch over here doing that shit for me. It's nice to have, but I don't need that shit to experience these feelings. I don't need it. It's just something nice to have. It's something to accommodate, but it's not the whole thing. You feel me? I want you to remember that you are the main course. I don't give a fuck if you married. You, self, is the main course. Everybody else is just a little macaroni, baby. They the green beans. Okay? They're the carrot souffle. Everybody else, they're the rolls. Okay? Everybody else, they're the French fries, babe. Like, you're the main course. You're the main course. You. Everybody else, they just additions. You feel me? The last thing that I want you to do outside of creating a hobby for yourself and taking yourself out more, or, creating a pleasurable experience for yourself. It don't necessarily have to be a date, but, having a hobby and, doing something nice for yourself, whether it be a date or, whatever. The last thing is revamping your look, right? And I know what you may be thinking, like, that's gonna cause attention. That's going to, I'm gonna get attention from other people. If I redo my look, then, isn't that like looking for attention? No, it's not. No, it's not. That is rebranding self, right? That's rebranding self. Feel me? That's rebranding yourself. So I want you to create this new version of yourself. Okay? Like, get a little spicy. Like, have fun with this shit, girl. It don't gotta be this, like, you don't gotta, how some women, like, my man don't like that. My man like my hair long. My man like my hair short. My man don't like when I wear long nails. My girl don't like when, I have on a whole lot of makeup. My girl prefer me to be natural. My girl don't like when I show my legs. And when we're in relationships, we kind of morph ourselves into what we feel like appeases our partner, right? So in this time of singlehood, where you don't got to check in with no motherfucking body, where you don't got to see and appease to nobody, you don't got to ask nobody what they like, you don't got to make sure you're still attractive to nobody. This is about who? Y'all already know what I'm about to say. So revise yourself for self. You feel me? Not for nobody else. Because a lot of times when we enter relationships and we know that, damn, my partner fancies when I wear my hair straight. She don't like curls. I don't know if it's just y'all, but I have been guilty of that. I have been guilty of, damn, my girlfriend don't like all that makeup. Feel me? Like, let me, be more natural. Even if that's not what the fuck I wanted to do. My girl don't like when I wear curved nails. She say it's ghetto. Let me just get them a little bit short. I still want to be, I want to be attractive to her, so she don't look nowhere else. Stupid shit. Stupid shit. So I want you to revamp yourself for self. Fuck is you talking about? I want you to revamp self for self. You feel me? Figure out, how the fuck do I want to look? And I want you to do just that with no motherfucking apologies. You feel me? I want you to do just that with no apologies. Whatever that may be. You may want to cut all your hair off and get a blonde fade. Who the fuck cares? This is how I want to look. This is what look good to me. You might be a long nail girly. You feel me? Baby, you feel like someone's in my eye. I don't play that shit. Okay. But whatever it is, write it down. Y'all know I'm going to tell y'all, write that shit down. Journal that shit. And check off as you go. For me, I'm going to give you an example. For me, I'm a short hair girly. I have had long hair. I've had a really huge big puff. I've had long weave on it. But I like myself with short hair. I like how I look. I've had a blonde fade. I've had a pink fade. I've had a ginger fade. I've had my hair shaved on the sides. I have had I like short hair. I think I'm really cute. I think I'm really pretty. I love my face. I love my smile. I love my teeth. And I feel like short hair just brings that out more. I don't give a fuck who like it or don't. When I had my fade, I used to feel like, damn, I'm not getting as much attention as I was when I had hair. So want to tell you what I did? I grew my hair back. Not necessarily what I wanted to do, but, you know, I was living in a space for other people, right? So now I'm embracing me being single. I'm about to cut my hair off again. I'm about to get my fade again. I'm about to get an ash blonde fade. And I'm going to show y'all when I get it. Why? Because I'm doing that shit for me. I don't give a fuck who like it, who don't, who find it attractive. Why? Because I think that shit cute. I think that shit fire. I feel like the baddest bitch walking when I wear that shit. Because who the fuck wears a ash blonde fade? To me, I feel like the most confident bitches in the world don't have hair. That's just my opinion, though. That's just my opinion. Because you don't got all that shit to hide behind. I feel like the most confident bitches in the world got short hair. That's just how I feel. You may not feel like that. You may feel like, bitch, I want my hair all long and shit, touch my thong and shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that is, I want you to revamp your hair, your wardrobe, your makeup, all that shit. Cater your look to how you want to look. That's it. That's it. And have fun. This is not an egregious process, y'all. This is not I gotta learn myself. I gotta figure out what I like. I gotta get a hobby. I have to revamp myself. I have to pick and choose how I want my hair. Oh, this is not that. This is, I get to pick and choose how I want my hair, bitch, for me. Really? You should have been doing that shit. To be honest. Because whoever I'm fucking with got to get with it now. Because I'll never be that girl again. The fuck? But make a conscious decision that I'm going to have fun with this shit. You know how fun it is to be single? That's what I'm learning. You don't got to ask nobody what you like, what you want to do, what you want to eat tonight, where you want to go. Oh, you don't like that? Okay. You prefer if I say it like this? Like, you don't got to do all that shit, man. You don't got to do none of that shit. You can really, like, have full sovereignty over self. And once you become the woman that you want to be, once your life is full with your hobby, right? Once you are taking yourself out on dates and you buying yourself flowers and you taking yourself out and you doing the things that you want to do, and you are giving yourself everything that you feel like somebody else should give you. You're giving yourself everything. And you look how you want to look. Because let's be honest, as women, we got to be cute. That's just, it's psychological for women. It's a must that we look good. And you do step back into the dating world. You know how full you're going to be. You know how full your cup is going to be. You know how full your life is going to be. Let me tell you what you're going to be. You're going to be happy. You're going to genuinely be happy. All by yourself with nobody else. So when somebody else comes along, what I say, they just the size, baby. Y'all just the macaroni. Y'all not the steak. Y'all the baked potato. I'm the main course, bitch. I'm why everybody came. Okay? I'm why everybody came for me. So I just want to leave y'all with that. I know it's a long video, but if you watch to the end, thank you. I appreciate you. This shit came from my heart. I be telling y'all what I wish somebody would tell me. What I wish somebody would have told me. Get sovereign in your singleness. Achieve your motherfucking goals for yourself in your singleness. Go back to school for yourself in your singleness. Get fine as fuck for yourself so you can walk past yourself and smack your own ass. Get fine as fuck for you. Get smart as fuck for you. Get that degree for you. Shit on your old self. Fuck shitting on your ex. Shit on your old self. Yeah. So I love y'all. I love me. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. If this helps, y'all, please let me know in the comments. Anything that you want to me to talk about, or any topic that you want me to talk about, please put it in the comments. I also have an ebook coming. It's called my 21-day Empress Intensive, where I go into creating a new you more in depth, and I give you guys steps and tools, rituals, and things that you can do to really step into becoming that girl that you want to be. So be on the lookout for my ebook, and until we meet again.